Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back to our Lego room. In today's video, we're taking a look at the telegraph tower that we have just finished putting together. This amazing structure is based off of instructions that we purchased from Brick Train Depot. The model was designed by Road Monkey TJ. Instructions were done by Cam's Brick. And overall, roughly 900 pieces went into this build. You'll notice here I've got everything set on mills so that it will nicely integrate with our layout. This will be a cool train infrastructure related model to have integrated into the layout. Trying to add as many of these different train themed buildings around our layout as possible. And, I think this is going to be a great one to have in our collection, not only for displaying here in our layout, but also for taking out to train shows. Now, a couple things to note. First off, you'll see some missing parts here on my track. I'm just waiting for some 2x4 dark bluish gray parts to come in, some 1x2 dark bluish gray. Once those are all on, then we'll add our wooden railway tie pieces from Trix Bricks just to finish that track off. The footprint of the telegraph tower module is one base plate, but this only gives you one piece of track out front. So I will add another piece of track here on a 16x32 base plate just to give us the full, the option at least of full two mainline tracks that can go by this module. I think that the finished tower itself looks really amazing. Love the black roof here. Those roof pieces really add a nice touch to the top of a structure like this. I think the sand green cheese slopes on the sides here, really amazing. Love the coloring, and I think it works really well with the brown that makes up the rest of the structure, and it has a nice texture to it as well. So really happy with that. The stairs were impressive to see how they came together. The whole model was a little precarious right in the middle part when you're trying to get the staircases mounted on these two sort of structural pieces here. And then you follow that up by trying to get the top part of the tower onto the leg structure here, and it attaches into the staircase as well. Once I got through that, was not bad. The instructions were pretty clear, easy to follow. That was just the sort of precarious moment in the middle when you're trying to put a lot of pieces and get everything to a lot of pieces on top of a small base and trying to get everything to click in nicely together. It was also a little touch and go putting the roof on the tower as well. That was another point of trying to push down and apply enough pressure, but trying to make sure that you don't cause any of the legs to give way here. Now, other little details to note. I'm missing a couple of tile pieces off of the telephone line here. I think that pole looks amazing though. I think a really cool touch and goes nicely with the pole that we have in front of our engine shed over there. If you happen to have seen that in our recent videos, I think this sort of extra detailing really adds a lot to a model. So really impressed with that. I swapped the door out. It was a solid brown door, but I went with the one that had the window pieces up top there. I thought that was a great fit for the model. I love how many windows are in the tower itself. I want to do a little more work inside the tower, finishing off some of the desk detailing in there. I think it would be kind of cool to have a light in there as well, so you could showcase a minifigure working in there with the light on, and you could see that with the lights off in the Lego room in general. Would be a nice little beacon of light around the layout. So something I'll consider, sort of modifying going forward. There were a couple of really tough to find parts in the instructions. You'll notice there's a black clip piece here that I'm using for getting the railings to work. That was by design a brown clip piece in the instructions, but it seems like that's a really hard part to get. So I went with the black version there. Don't think you really notice it unless you get up close to the model and, I point it out to you. I don't think most people will notice that. So not too worried about that. I think the stairs in general look awesome with the railings and all of this side detailing. Really nicely done, adds a lot to the overall build. I put in a little bit of the landscaping underneath the tower. There's still a bit more that I could do there, either using my own pieces and design work, or I could go back and try to mimic a few more of the grassy details that they had in the instructions. But I want to see how the build kind of goes and how it looks over time around the layout before putting some of those final landscaping details in. You'll also notice we've got a little utility box out here at the base of the tower. But, overall, super happy with the finished result here. I think this is going to really stand out nicely around the layout here. Goes well with the water tower, freight house, all these different sort of train themed and train related builds that we are adding around the layout. And like I said, big fan of the color scheme that they went with here. I think the sand green with the brown and the black really pops and will look great as well, both at a distance and up close as you're moving around the layout. So super happy with this. Like I said, a few details to sort of polish off here before we take this out to the train show this weekend, but not too worried about that. Should be fairly easy to get those details wrapped off. And then as we start to sort of do some future modifications, things that are on my list, like I mentioned, I think some lighting would be cool. Maybe a little more landscaping around the base of the tower there. But, overall, super happy with how this model has come together. If you have not checked out Brick Train Depot's website, highly recommend doing so. Lots of amazing builds there. I'll include a link below so you can check that out. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you guys very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.